The letters beneath the oak tree. In a quiet countryside village, where the wind carried the scent of lavender fields and the sky blushed every evening with shades of pink and gold, there lived a girl named Alara. She was known for her laughter, which sounded like bells dancing in the morning air, and her habit of writing letters she never sent. Every day after sunset, Alara would walk to an old oak tree that stood on the edge of the village. It was her secret place, her heart's refuge. Beneath the tree, she had hidden a wooden box where she kept her letters, hundreds of them, all addressed to a boy she once met under that very same tree. His name was Lucien. They met on a summer afternoon when the sky threatened rain but never cried. Lucien was just passing through the village, a painter chasing the light, always seeking skies that made his soul feel something. He had wandered off the main road and stumbled upon Alara sketching flowers in her notebook. Intrigued by her quiet grace, he asked if he could draw her. She laughed, brushing hair from her face, and said, "Only if you let me write your story." And so it began. For 2 weeks, they were inseparable. They explored the forests, whispered dreams under starlit skies, and sat in silence when words felt too small. Lucien painted her in sun and shadow. Alara wrote about him like he was her beginning and end. But like all wanderers, Lucien had to leave. He promised he'd return in the spring. When the cherry blossoms danced in the wind, he pressed a kiss to her forehead and said, "Until then, write to me." And she did. Spring came. The blossoms bloomed, but Lucien never returned. No letter, no word, just silence. Years passed. Alara grew older, but she never stopped writing. Every joy, every sorrow, every hope she had, she wrote to Lucien, folding her heart into each letter and hiding them beneath the oak tree, the place where love had once bloomed. Then one day, on a rainy morning that felt like the sky was finally crying for her, a man appeared at the edge of the tree line, hair dusted with gray, eyes the color of old summer, carrying a worn leather bag. It was Lucien. "I never stopped thinking of you," he said, voice trembling. "I had an accident the week I left. Lost my memory. It took years to remember, but your name was the first thing that came back." Alara didn't speak. She simply opened the box and gave him the letters. He read them beneath the tree. Every single one. His hands shaking, his heart breaking and healing all at once. And when he reached the last letter, he looked up at her, tears mixing with the rain. "May I stay?" She smiled, eyes shining like morning dew. "Only if you promise to never stop writing with me." So, beneath the oak tree that had watched over them for years, two souls found their way back to one another, not because fate demanded it, but because love, true love, waits, always. A chance encounter. Emma was late for her train. She rushed through the station, coffee in one hand, phone in the other, when she bumped into someone. Her coffee spilled, her phone slipped, but strong hands caught it just in time. "I'm so sorry," she gasped, looking up into a pair of warm brown eyes. "No harm done," the stranger said with a kind smile. "But maybe next time, slow down a bit." They both laughed, and somehow, that moment turned into a coffee date the next weekend. One date turned into many. And over time, late night walks, shared dreams, and laughter filled their days. Years later, at the same train station, Emma stood with the same man, Daniel, where he knelt down and asked her to spend forever with him. She said yes, of course. Because sometimes, love starts when you least expect it, with a spilled coffee and a smile.